When you take a sample, it's really important that that sample is what we call representative. That basically means that that sample has all the characteristics like males and females and younger people and older people of the general population. We're going to be looking at stratified sampling today. We're also going to be looking at capture-recapture, which I absolutely love. These topics are great for if you're doing the Edexcel and EDUQAS exam boards. If you're doing a different exam board, please look into whether you need to do these topics. The capture-recapture method is a clever way to estimate the size of an animal population. Say we have fish in a lake. We first take a sample of the animal, which we say the sample size will be lowercase n, and then we mark them. We then put them back into the lake. We wait a week or two or even a month so that they can mix back into the population. And then we take another sample, which we say is sample size capital M, and count the marked animals, which we call lowercase m, the amount of marked animals. The proportion between the marked animals and the population size will be the same as the marked animal and the second sample size. We can rewrite this as capital N equals little n times big M over little m. This gives us an estimate of the total population size of the animal within the lake. Let's go through some questions. In this question we have a school of 10 teachers and 290 students, and the head teacher wants to know if people want more play equipment in the playground. Why should a stratified sample be used? Now, a stratified sample means that you work out what's important for the study or investigation that you're doing. In this investigation, we're saying that teachers versus students are important. Each one of those would be a strata. So what we do is we make sure that we ask a proportional amount of teachers and students. So if the sample was done randomly, it could have been only staff that were asked, and staff are less likely to be enthusiastic about play equipment. A stratified sample would provide the head teacher the opinions of staff and students. In this question, we're told that the head teacher decides to ask 10% of the school, and we're asked to find how many teachers and students will be asked. If 10% of the school is being asked, and there's 10 teachers, 10% of 10 will be one teacher in the sample. Similarly, 290 students, 10% of that will be 29. So the head teacher will ask one teacher and 29 students. So in this question we're told that a researcher captures 30 snakes in a cave, tags them, releases them, returns a few weeks later and captures 40, and 5 of them have the tag. And we're asked to estimate the population of snakes in the cave. So the first thing we need to do is figure out what our values are. So little n, which is our first sample size, will be 30. Big M is our second sample size, which from the question is 40. Little m is the tagged amount in the second sample, so we can see that 5 of them were tagged. And using our very nice capture-recapture formula, we just plug the numbers in and we find that our estimate is about 240 given the numbers we are given. Let's finish on this question. So what are the problems with doing capture-recapture to estimate bird populations? If you know, write it in the comments below. And you can also come to onmathsuk or click the link in the description to access all our free GCSE papers and predictions, and you can even save your scores with a free account. This video is part of a larger GCSE course that you can follow along with at onmathsuk.